You are an idiot for yourself, but a genius for everyone else. When your best friend is in crisis, you suddenly turn into a mix of Zen master and a Navy SEAL. You see their chaos clearly. You deliver surgical, life-saving advice in 5 minutes flat. But when that same crisis hits you, you choke. The clarity vanishes. Instead of executing a plan, you freeze up and let the situation control you. This isn't just you being dramatic. It is a biological glitch hardwired into the human brain. Psychologists call it Solomon's paradox. It takes its name from King Solomon, the ancient ruler whose reputation was practically synonymous with perfect judgment. People traveled across the known world just to hear him solve impossible disputes. He was the undisputed heavyweight champion of wisdom. He was untouchable when advising others. But his own life? Absolute dumpster fire. While he was dishing out perfect advice to strangers, he was simultaneously bankrupting his kingdom, dating hundreds of women who hated his politics, and destroying his family legacy. He was the wisest man on earth for everyone else, and a complete disaster for himself. And you are doing the exact same thing. We see this everywhere. We see marriage counselors who are currently on their 4th divorce. We see financial gurus who give great stock tips but are privately making financial moves that would embarrass a rookie. In 2014, scientists finally proved why. They took hundreds of people and gave them a brutal scenario. Your partner just cheated on you. Half the group had to imagine it happened to a friend. The other half imagined it happened to them. The difference was night and day. The friend group became philosophers. They showed wise reasoning, compromise, and intellectual humility. The self group turned into a mess. Their brains flooded with cortisol. They didn't think, they just shut down. If you are enjoying this so far, do us a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe right now. It tells the algorithm that this content is actually useful, and it helps us push this video to other people who are currently ruining their own lives. We drop new breakdowns every week, and we don't do the recycled, just breathe fluff. We do practical, weaponized psychology. So, here is the science. Immersion versus distance. When it's your pain, you are inside the fire. You can't read the label when you are trapped inside the jar. So, how do you hack this? How do you get your IQ points back? You don't need a spiritual journey. You need the Solomon switch. You have to forcefully create distance. In 2017, brain scans revealed a stupidly simple way to do this. When you talk to yourself using I, as in, why am I so stupid? Your emotional centers light up like a Christmas tree. But if you switch to the third person, if you use your own name, the brain activity shifts. Instead of, what should I do? You ask, what should your name do? Yes, we know. Talking to yourself in the third person makes you sound like a pretentious celebrity. But it works. The scans showed that within 1 second of using your own name, emotional activity dropped. You trick your brain into processing your own life as if it was someone else's problem. Psychologists actually call this the Batman effect. It comes from a famous study where researchers found that kids could push through boring, difficult tasks way longer if they simply pretended to be a superhero. When they asked, Is Batman working hard? Their focus skyrocketed. They didn't have more willpower, they just had a new identity. It's the exact same trick Beyoncé used to become a legend. She realized that being herself was a liability. The pressure was too high. So she invented Sasha Fierce before she stepped on stage. She stepped out of her own body and became the manager of her talent. It's the same trick Adele used to save her career. Early on, Adele used to vomit before shows. The panic was destroying her. So she created a fake persona, Sasha Carter, a mix of Beyoncé's alter ego and June Carter Cash. She didn't fix the fear, she just gave it to someone else to hold. And it works for survival, too. When Malala Yousafzai was a teenager facing death threats, she didn't panic. She asked herself, if the killer comes, what would Malala do? By using her name, she stopped being a terrified teenager and became a leader. She detached from the biological fear so she could act with logic. They were hacking the Solomon paradox. They were stepping out of the fire so they could see the exit. The next time you are spiraling, the next time you feel that panic rising, do not ask what you want. Ask, if were my best friend, what would I tell that idiot to do right now? Then shut up and listen, because you already know the answer. You were just too close to hear it. See you in the next video.